Richie. Sergeant. Hughes. Cunningham. The Renaissance.
Sean, wake up.
Why are you here?
Well, Sean, it has become known to me that you have a big AP Euro exam to finish tomorrow. That and your garage door is open. Ergo,
I don't have a garage.
What do you know about that?
Germany.
What about Germany?
It was there. Germany was there.
And?
England. England was there too, right?
Sean, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Let me tell you why I'm here. I have come because you know something what you can't explain. You know it's there, but it just seems wrong. You just don't know how to explain it. But it's right there in front of you. It's like a splinter in the back of your head.
The Matrix?
No, damn it, get your head out of the screen. You have a great wealth of AP European history knowledge to help you pass this test. Let me tell you something. I have 2 pills. If you take the blue pill, you'll just wake up and the story ends. You take the red pill and you stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So, if I take the blue pill, will I fail most egregiously?
Oh yes, you'll definitely vomit.
Okay. I'll take the red one then.
Excellent. Now, come with me. I have something to show you. Now, Ted, this right here is my time machine.
Bro, that's a vending machine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No. It's a time machine. See?
Alright, well anyways, can I grab some chips for the road? I got the munchies.
The what?
The munchies. I'm hungry. Marvelous. Thank you.
Well then, we best be on our way now to the late Middle Ages. This is where our adventure starts.
Excellent.
And everything you will see is completely 100% historically accurate, no matter how bastardized the history in this might be.
Whoa, where are we now?
Avignon, France. The year is 1390.
Dude, that was like... Yeah, a long time ago.
Certainly, Sean, it was. Do you know what the Great Schism was?
That's that awesome song by Tool, right?
No, Sean, that's Schism, and that song is awful.
I hate you.
The Great Schism was when the Roman Catholic Church was split into 3 parts.
So like, the building split into 3.
Not really. It was when the church split into between 3 popes.
Speak softly, love, and hold me warm again. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud.
Eventually resolved, of course, but it shook the Catholic Church to its core.
Bring out today. Bring out today.
Okay. Oh yeah, them. Well, some of them are folks who died from the Black Plague. Fleas on rats infested the streets, killing hundreds of thousands. Others are victims of warfare during the 100 Years' War. Lots of people died during the Middle Ages. That's why sometimes we call it the Dark Ages. It was pretty wild. Okay, time to leave. AP exam is literally doesn't care about this at all. This is beyond unimportant. It's alright though. Time for the Renaissance. Now, Sean, this you need to know for the test.
And what is that, Dr. Buck?
The Renaissance, the height of secular glory.
Oh, so, what's that, bro?
Well, the Italian city-states gained power by often undermining the church.
Most succulent.
Secular.
Same difference.
So, Sean, tell me what you know about the Renaissance.
Well, there were a lot of artists, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Danny DeVito, and Alec Baldwin.
No, not quite. But it's something.
Salutations!
Sup, dude?
Oh, hello! It's me, Michelangelo!
Sean, this is Michelangelo.
Yeah, it is!
He's one of the most acclaimed of all the Renaissance artists. He used to make
I can
sculptures.
see.
Yes, and he painted paintings.
I did paint paintings, that's what people do with paintings. Yeah, see, along with my art, I really... No, come closer. I really love the male body. Ooh, that's anachronistic. I really love the male form, and I really love painting it and sculpting it.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to learn more?
Yeah, tell me more.
Okay, well, sure. See, the thing about the male body...
No, about the art, you Nimrod.
Fair enough. Okay, well, during this time, we were focused on symmetry. Sweet symmetry and perspective, and we used a new form of cheating called chiaroscuro.
Churros? Dude, I love those things. They're most definitely the best things I've ever consumed.
No, Sean. Chiaroscuro.
Same thing.
So, a lot of people think I'm kinda,
Gay?
no, eccentric, but I'm really just an artist. Now, see, the Renaissance, it's widely considered the first era of modern European history. See, politics were corrupt, rulers were despotic, the art was sensual and spiritual, and, all that crazy stuff in equal measure. War was on the horizon, and it was all like an average episode of Game of Thrones, to reference something in your day and age. But of course, here the women actually got stuff done, as compared to in that show, where all they do is whine and raise dragons. Anyway, we did have fun, though I admit we did have a lot of fun. Unlike those scrubs in the north!
Hey man, that's not very nice. I'm just here to live spiritually and to reform the church.
Yeah, Rasmus, I'm sure reforming the church will go real smoothly. Oh, your folly is almost worthy of praise. Damned hippie. Good day.
See you later.
And we welcome you to Women of the Renaissance. Boy, do I love being a man.
So, where to now, Doc?
The Protestant Reformation, Sean. A time of absolute religious havoc. So let's start here. Geneva, 1521.
No, don't make me eat worms, filthy heretic!
What the heck was that, Doc?
Oh, that was the diet of worms.
Sounds nasty. Why are they eating worms? Was chips, not invented yet?
Well, Sean, Martin was trying to do just as people like Savonarola were during the Renaissance and simply reform the church. He got caught up with a group of peasants, though, who ended up following him and encouraging him to create his own church.
Oh, so he's that, Swaron Hubble guy.
Do you mean L. Ron Hubbard?
Sure.
Well, in a way, yes. He gathered many lowly people to join his ideology and went against formerly established religions. The only difference is that Martin Luther wasn't a psychotic science fiction writer, and his followers were normal and not Craig. Tom Cruise, you magnificent bastard.
Radical.
After that, the Holy Roman Emperor caught up with Luther and forced him to eat slimy, cylindrical bugs.
Are you sure that's exactly how it happened?
It's close enough. Anyway, this spurred a whole chain of movements. Zwinglians, anti-Trinitarians, spiritualists, Anabaptists, and of course, Calvinists grew in numbers and in power during the following years.
Zwinglians? What are those, Doc?
Completely irrelevant. At the moment, let us focus on the big ones, Lutherans and Calvinists. Martin Luther and John Calvin were very much the same, but also quite different.
So, just like how railroads were an important development and not an important development during the 19th century at the same time.
Now, Calvin and Luther both wished to reform the church, but they had different ways of going about the process.
Greetings, my friends. What brings you to Geneva?
We wanted to learn about some Calvinism.
Fantastic. Well, here in Geneva, we have a certain set of rules for a Calvinist society that helps our citizens remain in their elite status. Your basic rules, such as no drinking, no smoking, no rap music, no singing, no motorbiking, no happiness, no joy, no laughter, no smiling, no eating, no breathing, and absolutely, positively, no service. And as you can see, everyone here is quite happy. Look at how happy they are.
All my friends are dead.
And so, who are these elect people?
Well, these are the Calvinists that are extremely happy to be the only ones who are going to heaven, thanks to predestination.
How can you know?
Well, we can't, but we're pretty positive that all non-Calvinists aren't. Yes, it's pretty straightforward.
This, Sean, is why Calvinism literally led to hundreds of years of religious warfare. Far too confusing. We recommend that you choose not to be a Calvinist. Of course, if Calvinism is true, then you really don't have a choice. Or do you? Very confusing stuff, yes?
I imagine the Catholic Church responded to all this with significant changes.
Well, not really. Under the Council of Trent, church figures simply labeled Protestant practices as heretical and reaffirmed church doctrine. Anyway, I suppose we should go and learn more about the religious wars of the era.
Wait, I totally remember about reading that in the English Reformation.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, this was so worth breaking the church for.
One hour later.
God bless them me.
Yep, nothing to see here. Let's go. Here we are, Sean. Prague, 1618. Ah, and we're just in time for the defenestration. Perfect. The defenestration.
Dude, why was that dude just thrown out a window?
I suppose it's best for me to give you some background on this era of religious wars. Much was going on during this time. In France, Huguenots or Calvinists battled for equal legal right status with Catholics as the Valois, Bourbon, and Guise families fought for power.
Oh yeah, this is where Catherine de Medici killed a bunch of those Huguenots in St. King's Place.
The St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre. Yes, the year of 1574. That was the peak of religious tension in France that continued until the Edict of Nantes was signed in 1598. At the same time, the Spanish, very Catholic people, were attempting to exert religious influence on England. That was when Philip II of Spain launched his Armada.
What's Armada?
What's Armada with you? Alrighty then. When Philip's fleet arrived, Elizabeth I demonstrated her great strength protecting the Protestant nation of England. Remember, Charles V?
Oh yeah, where dude?
Right. Later in his life, he agreed to the Peace of Augsburg, which granted some religious tolerance in the Holy Roman Empire. Sadly, though, the Calvinists and the strife between sects carried on. I forgot for exactly how many years, but it is widely considered to be the longest and most severe of this era's religious wars. It was composed of the Bohemian phase, the Danish phase, the Swedish phase, and the French phase. It ended with a Protestant victory after the Treaty of Westphalia extended tolerance to Calvinists in the Holy Roman Empire. It is also granted the Dutch independence from Spain.
And we welcome you back to Women of the Reformation. If Jesus was a man, they must be better, right? Right, guys? All right.
Pisa, Italy, 1632. This is Galileo's home. Greetings, Galileo. How are you today?
Oh, ciao, friends. I am great. How are you? How are you? How are you? Oh, great to see you. Oh, great to see you.
That really hard.
Oh, what brings you here today?
It's a nice telescope you got there.
It is a nice telescope. You see, I consider it to be one of the greatest developments of the scientific revolution behind the invention of calculus, Newton, of course, the derivation of the universal law of gravitation, again, Newton, and the flaming laser sword, Newton. You know, Newton, total ass hat. See, you know, he's gotten this big head ever since he derived this theory of gravitation. Sure, it's a weighty discovery. Get it? It's hilarious. Weighty, you know, because whatever. But the thing about it is, it really only helped me in the end prove my point.
And what's this point?
Well, see, if you knew how to read a history book, which clearly you don't, that's why you're here. Buck, you know, brings these characters around every once in a while and interrupts my work. It's no problem, dummy. You see, I'm using Baconian methods of empiricism to track celestial objects and try to prove their paths by proving theories first introduced by, can you give me a name here? You know. What's one of their names? One of the scientists that came before me?
Anything. Say the first name that comes to your mind. What was that? You're not saying anything.
Steve Jobs?
Not Steve Jobs, but you're close. Copernicus and Kepler. You know, they were like the Steve Jobs and Bill Gates of their day, except they didn't hate each other. Not quite as much, actually. There was a little. Never mind. You know, any other questions?
Well,
I gotta get back to work.
It was certainly nice to hear about your scientific research again without the looming shadow of religion over
No,
it.
Hello?
Who are you?
You're coming.
Oh my God!
Oh, Sean, you must get going immediately. We need to not miss our appointment.
Okay.
Here we are, Versailles, the personal palace of Louis XIV, the Sun King. Louis was the epitome of absolute monarchs.
Bonjour, l'état c'est moi. Welcome to my crib. First, let me show you where I keep the nobles. Good to see you, Conrad. How are you? Alright, and here's where I keep my friends, my nobles, my clergy, etc. Keep them occupied in here. Don't want them to get in my way. You know, throw them a nice Apple Watch or something every 2 hours and they leave you alone, you know. It's a good deal. He's a dude. Good deal, sweet entertainment, and, you know, it's a pretty great place to just chill out and keep them quiet while I do the real work. Alright, let's move on. Up next is the art hall.
Let's get into it. Get stoned. Get it started. Get it started.
You see, it's all Baroque and spiritual because I rule by divine right and I want it to look that way. Look at how ornate this is. Let's go. Anyway, man, this is where the magic happens. Exactly what we're thinking. This is where I keep my boy Colbert, my financial minister. You see, he's allowed me to totally amass this large army due to his central planning policies. Colbert! Yeah, wake up.
Hey,
Give me the report. How's the report? Do you have the report?
Oh yeah, there's
The daily report.
Yeah.
The Colbert report. I thank you.
yeah.
Woo! Word. Thanks, Colbert. Let's go, Buck.
You suck! I hate you!
What the hell is that noise?
Oh my God, man, those are just the Protestants. See, I revoked the Edict of Nantes, and ever since then, they won't stop complaining. Now, if I want a unified country, I need religious unity. What kind of tolerant country ever finds success?
England does. America and Prussia soon will. The Netherlands always have.
Yeah, all right, I get it. Okay, well, look, I'm late for something, all right? I'm late for something terrible. I have to go fight across the continent for purely selfish reasons again. I gotta go. Peace, thanks for visiting. Until next time, shut up. Shut up.
All right, fellas. I just want a little off the top, hard to the right, of course.
Not that kind of salon, child. This is where the Enlightenment flourished. Why look, there's Voltaire, philosopher and author extraordinaire.
Dr. Buckley, great to see you, old friend. How are you?
I'm splendid. I'd like you to meet Sean. He's a history student from the year 2016 who has come with me to prepare for his advanced placement exam. Care to discuss the Enlightenment with him?
Oh, why, sure. The roots of the Enlightenment can be traced far back to the days of the English Civil War. After Charles I's attempts to gather funds in England through Parliament failed miserably due to growing religious strife, Oliver Cromwell came to power and war erupted. Thomas.
I, Thomas Hobbes, saw my men fighting like brutes, and thusly I deduced that in order to control them, we need a strong, authoritarian power in order to keep society in check. Look at them. Disgusting.
This system of thought prevailed for some time, leading even a parliamentary state like England to drift towards absolutism. This changed in the 1980s, though, when James II was deposed by William of Orange, who arrived from the Netherlands, and his wife Mary, and they restored order in England by ruling liberal.
I, John Locke, saw the prosperity that thrived with leaders who gave their subjects liberty, and declared that liberty was a necessity.
Though William of Orange's cousin Donald of Orange ended up nearly instituting a fascist regime.
People come up to me, they say, Donald, you don't really mean we're going to build a wall, do you? And I say, absolutely we're going to build a wall, 100%.
England became the birthplace of the liberal system of thought, and we here in the Enlightenment blended this with the mechanistic view of the world introduced during the scientific revolution to revolutionize liberal ideology. Ideas of social contracts introduced by Hobbes and Locke were blended by Rousseau to highlight the harms of society's many political and religious institutions on the liberty of man. Capitalism eventually replaced mercantilism as the primary economic system. Deism became an influential worldview that blended faith and reason. Religious tolerance and freedom of press were introduced in many places. Enlightened absolutism blended Hobbesian power structure with Lockean ideals, despite ignoring Montesquieu's ideas of separation of powers, and became the dominant ruling style.
Okay, well, thanks for the input, Voltaire.
No problem.
Sean, let's get back to the vending machine. Now, Sean, you must be careful. People at this time were very heated.
Sounds good, bro.
Off with his head! Here lies the pitiful Louis XVI. Say aye if we shall behead him. Aye, aye, aye. This man, this weak, indecisive man, tried to flee this great country in a time of trouble. He tried to leave this great country when people needed a strong ruler. This man, dressed up as one of you, mocking you, to try to flee this country when a group of petty women rushed his palace. This man was once a ruler, but he failed to provide the basic necessities a country needs to properly function. He paid for a war that had no effect on us, and now we sit in great debt due to his lack of mental strength. This man must go. Off with his head! And I say to you, this man, your former ruler, must be executed. Off with his head! Off with his head.
Wait! If you let me go, I promise I'll give you all the riches in the world, you peasants. If you let me go, I will make this country great again.
You sick, pitiful person. Off with your head.
Now, Sean, if you do not recall what happened in the recent years, Louis XVI had called the Estates General an assembly of voters that had not been called in 175 years. France had been swamped in debt after he had funded expedition in the American Revolution, a movement that inspired these peasants today. Now, the revolution started out quite moderate, as peasants from the Third Estate, which made up 97% of France's population, demanded more of a vote in French politics. As the nobility and clergy always teamed up against the peasants and voted in favor of the rich, so that they convinced the weak and petty Louis XVI to double the vote of the Third Estate, which he agreed to stupidly. Then the Third Estate continued on to break off from the Third Estate and basically make their own government, which led to various uprisings and the overthrow of the monarchy. Now, Robespierre, originally a moderate from the Jacobin Club, and now a radical ruler of the Committee of Public Safety, is in power and is ruling over France violently in a time period called the Reign of Terror. His favorite toy is the guillotine, a mass murdering machine that is used to be humane by beheading its victims quickly, and Robespierre has used it to eliminate all of his enemies. The number of people killed rose to up to 40,000.
Whoa, that sounds most egregious, dude. So, why does he want to kill so many people?
Well, Sean, he was originally supposed to be on the Committee of Public Safety, executing only enemies of the state. But the definition of enemy of the state was blurred and became any political enemy that stood in the way of Robespierre becoming supreme ruler of France.
Excellent.
Welcome back to Women of the French Revolution.
Hey, so, do we get rights?
No. To the guillotine, get new ones, turn the camera on.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, action.
Go away, you fat lards! Oh, gosh.
Napoleon, good to see you. What are you doing?
Whatever I want to do. Gosh.
Napoleon, this is my accomplice and student Sean. We've traveled from the future to learn more about your romantic ideology and plan to dominate Europe. Care to explain a little bit about what exactly you're doing here?
Well, you see, my plan for the longest time has been to most definitely exert military force over England to crush their economy. Now, I've changed that plan to crush them in a different manner, and I think this plan will most definitely work.
Ah, yes, Sean. This is where Napoleon began to devise his continental... Napoleon, are you okay? Well, shut up. This is where Napoleon began to devise his continental strategy to defeat England economically. He issued the Berlin Decree to blockade trade to Britain, hoping to isolate them from the continent. However, this failed when his forces became too preoccupied with
whoa, that's not what happened, at all.
What?
My plan involved ligers.
What are those?
Oh, ligers, yeah, they're pretty much my favorite animal, yeah. They're a mixed breed of lions and tigers, and they're known for their wicked magical powers. See, I was gonna send them over the channel into England and crush their economy that way.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
I believe you.
Because they're magical.
Yes, I think I got that. Yes. What else?
No, so they're half lions and half tigers.
Yeah. You told me.
Magical.
What else besides your warfare techniques are you?
I instituted my totally sick Napoleonic Code, which totally ruled France during my reign.
Would you say that stuck to the ideals of the French Revolution?
Well, if the ideals of the French Revolution included, turning my back on women, the poor, and just being generally awesome, yeah. Well, I gotta go now. Time to practice my wicked sick dance moves.
Okay, great talking to you, pal.
So wait, why was Britain's economy so weak?
At this point, the agricultural revolution and first industrial revolution were taking place. Both farms and factories began to thrive. There were great inventions.
Just completed fixing this fence. Pretty proud of it, I'd have to say. Try to keep Stella in the yard.
So what's enclosure?
I don't know. No one does. Legend has it that it's not even real. But the College Board loves to torment students with short answers on this. Right in generalities. Always.
Whoa.
The Industrial Revolution, Sean, began in the mid-1700s. Early inventions included the water frame and the spinning jenny.
Jenny? The spinning jenny?
Yes, Sean, the spinning jenny. Again, no one knows what it is, and no one really cares. Anyway, this spurred a movement known as Romanticism. It was marked by both intense nationalism and a reliance on faith over reason. Writers like Shelley and Goethe captured themes of horror, fear, and alienation. Artists like Frederick and Turner painted great scenes of nature, contrasted with industry. All people longed for the countryside rather than this new urban hell.
So, what was the music like?
Besides the Methodist hymns of the era, perhaps the best-known song to come from this era is Tommy Two Tone. Besides the Methodist hymns of the era, perhaps the best-known song to come from this era is Tommy Two Tone's hit, Jenny. Jenny! A beautifully romantic ode to the spinning jenny and all it stands for. This romanticism inspired a great sentiment of liberalism that permeated through Europe and inspired many revolutions. Let's visit one now.
Sacre bleu! Get up! Get up!
Liberty! We need Louis Philippe!
Alright, Sean, it's getting pretty violent here. Let's go.
Oh, no, motherfucker.
Where are we now?
The same place. The exact same place. But look, these are two friends.
Not here!
Oh, not again!
We need liberty! We
Get
need
away!
freedom! We need Louis Napoleon!
Yes, away from me!
That's it.
Action. Whoa, so where are we now?
We're in Prussia again. This time we're in the year 1862.
Russia? Again?
No,
So we're not in Russia again.
we haven't gone to Russia.
So this is our first time in Russia?
We're not in Russia, we're in Germany.
Germany is Prussia.
Yes, Germany is Prussia. Up is down. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Einhorn is a man.
Alrighty then.
A little background for you, Ted. We are now entering the era of mass politics.
Mass politics? Is that like theocracy?
Not exactly. It was an era of politics following the Industrial Revolution, where governments responded to cries for reform by offering political rights to more disenfranchised groups.
Does that include me?
Not really. Sorry. Get back to work. But yes, conservative leaders such as Otto von Bismarck tried to alter conservatism to include a more paternalistic platform to dissuade citizens from turning to Marxism.
Marxism?
Yes, Marxism. No, look. Marxism was a form of anarchistic communism that influenced leftist thought for centuries. It inspired everyone from the SDP of Germany to Lenin's Red Army. Bismarck, like leaders like Garibaldi and Cavour in Italy, had a goal to unify his people through tough conservatism methods. However, his methods were a bit questionable. Let's watch his speech now. He's just begun.
Prussia must collect its forces for the favorable occasion, which has several times been neglected. Prussia's borders are not favorable to a healthy national life. Not by speeches and decisions of majorities will the greatest problems of the time be decided. That was the mistake of 1848 to 49. But by iron and blood. This olive branch I picked up in Avignon to offer as a symbol of peace to the popular party. I see, however, that it is still not the time for it.
Hi, I'm from the Bavaria Herald. So, you won't make peace with social democracies?
No, we must crush them to fully unify our nation.
You're going to crush them?
Yes, just as I would any foreign enemies.
I'm not seeing how this will unite us.
We will be united by our common fight for disunity.
That doesn't make any sense.
Next question.
Hi. How are you going to crush them?
I'll crush the socialist agenda by introducing social welfare legislation in the Reichstag.
So, legislation that could be called socialist.
Yes, but it's not socialist.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Because you said so?
Yes, for it to be socialism, I have to call it such. If I say it's not, even if it is.
But aren't you just incentivizing...
Thank you, I must leave.
Sean, this is Berlin, 1864. 84. Yes, 1884. That's what I meant to say. The site of one of the most infamous meetings in history, the Berlin Conference.
So, what did this conference do?
Well, Sean, this was the site of a conference that involved all of the European countries who wished to divide Africa among themselves. This is an ideology infamously known as imperialism. We saw imperialism before when I told you about exploration and trade earlier on before the Enlightenment. European countries wished to make themselves even more powerful than they had previously been due to great industrial advancements, a need for labor and resources, and yes, markets were created.
More industrialism?
Yeah, we see here the development of widespread electricity access, steel production, railroads, ore mining, and combustion engines. These new creations need room to grow on all stages. As a result, these European countries applied social Darwinism to politics based on scientific trends of the era and tried to expand their borders into Asia and Africa.
Why would they want to go to Africa? It's wicked hot there.
Well, son, Africa was a place where raw materials such as cotton and sugar were made and could be cheaply exported to their mother countries. Also, these areas were not Christianized yet, so European countries wished to civilize these aforementioned uncivilized places.
Doc, that's a little blunt. Why'd you call them uncivilized?
Well, Sean, at the time, Europe had just emerged from a period of invention and innovation. They all believed that Europe regime reigned supreme to all other areas due to this time of great progress.
So, did they just plan on marching in there with their pretty little guns, shooting everybody there?
Well, basically, son. The Europeans had advanced weaponry while the natives had barely anything.
Ah, that sucks for them.
Well, Ted, let's see what's going on in there.
Now, folks, we must act in accordance to the balance of powers that we have so marvelously created over the past half-century. We must cut up Africa peacefully, without fighting and creating war. Now let's dig
Now I'm gonna bring my face. You get this.
My hand.
Good. Deal with it.
I got apple.
So, that's it? They're just gonna cut up Africa just like it's pie?
Yes, at least they're not causing war with this whole imperialism bout. Imagine what it would be like to have a world war over this thing. It would be total hell.
Doc, didn't that happen?
That's for you to find out, my friend. Though imperialism may have set the stage for a later war at home, things were as peaceful as ever in the Belle Epoque, or beautiful era. Culture, science, art, literature, all things that thrived in Europe from 1871 to 1914. Let's check it out. Okay, here we are, Vienna, 1904. I think the office is this way.
So, no Vienna fingers.
No. Oh, Sigmund Freud's office is this way.
I love Siegfried and Roy. I saw his Las Vegas show when I was a kid with my dad. And I love him, man. That was the last time I saw him, though.
Shh. It's this way. Come on. Yes. Hello. Hello, sir. My student and I are quite curious about your work. Can you tell us more about the Belle Epoque?
Well, yes, I can. These people seem to be suffering from some sort of psychosis. Gentlemen, surely. Well, let's start with this was indeed an age of prosperity. Scientific discovery was at an all-time high. Scientists of every single kind, physicists, chemists, biologists, oceanographers, crap like that. Didn't matter. Comte's positivist philosophy was applied to nearly every facet of scientific discovery. The fact that knowledge came from sensory input, logic, reason, usual stuff. None of that religion crap. That's gone. Now, science and religion did reconcile publicly, somewhat for a little while. And Charles Darwin's theory about, social standings of certain kinds of people, racial superiority, and such as, was used for a not-so-good purpose, like the age of imperialism, but it still did contribute a lot to what you see around you. Impressionist paintings about society and people were later replaced with more disturbing images of cubism, but eventually went on to establish the more modern styles of paint that you see today.
Whoa, Mama.
Mama? Whoa, Mama? My boy, what is your name?
Buckingham Palace.
Is this kid for you?
Sean, you can say your real name.
Sorry. Buckingham Sean.
Right. Okay. Son, I'm going to need you to sit down. Take a seat. Glasses. Now.
Sorry.
What can you tell me about your mother?
Not this crap again.
Would you like some cocaine? John?
No! You're not going to do the same to him like you did to little Timmy.
Little Timmy? Oh, I remember him.
What happened to little Timmy?
Oh, we had a very, very good time. But for now, I need you to answer this question for me. Have you ever thought intimate things about your mother? This is very crucial, Sean. I need to know.
No!
Are you sure? She's quite an attractive woman. Yo. Sit down.
Don't hit the
Let me finish. Yep. Listen to your friend. Moving on. Now, have you heard about any of my theories?
Obviously not, since I'm here.
Well, some people usually have some iota of knowledge before wandering into my office, you simpleton. Now, there are 3 parts of the brain. Now, do you know what the ego is? Alright, don't answer. Well, the ego is the part of the brain, according to myself, the ultimate authority on the matter. It's the part of the brain that motivates people. It's why dictators can take over countries. It's why they have a reason to live. It's goddamn gorgeous. Now, there's also the id, which is responsible for more primal urges. For instance, if I wanted to, I could take the sword and slash your damn neck. But, let go. I won't. Because that's what the 3rd part of the brain is for, the superego. It is what keeps our morals in check. It is the entire reason
that I did not spill your blood all over my favorite mahogany couch. Now, kids should be worshiping me, one who has mastery of all elements, air, fire, water, earth. I am the goddamned avatar of the psychology world. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means that God himself, as ironic as it may seem, put me on earth to be the next goddamned Hitler, if I wanted to. I am what you call a genius, for many reasons.
Hitler didn't exist yet. This is 1903.
Did I ask for your opinion? Now, on to the meat and potatoes, as you would say, of my intellectual theory. This is getting a little bit annoying. I swear to God, I will rip this chair apart if it breaks one more time.
Kind of too late for that.
That right there, that all stems from myself having an infatuation with my mother. Do you see how it all connects? Would you like some cocaine? Sean? Sean, I'm asking you a question. This could change your entire life. The whole world as you know it will turn into a giant pile of feathers. Who the hell am I to know? Okay?
Yeah,
I got so much in the bag. I took about 3 pounds today. Alright, guess he doesn't want to be enlightened. That's not my problem. Not my problem, no. You know what? Back in kilos, not pounds.
Come on, damn it, Dylan! Screw up, dramatic intro! Every time! Please don't mess up like this when we're killing Ferdinand. Okay, please, guys! Let's just go kill the Archduke!
Sophie, my dear. What a beautiful day to take a ride through Serbia with all of our friends. Driver now. I'm just a shot away from you, and if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die.
I missed! I can't do it anymore, I gotta drown myself! You caterpillars! Take the cyanide, Sam. It didn't work, I need cyanide! No!
Under Austro-Hungarian rule.
Rick, are you sure this is a shortcut to Serbia? Okay. Sure about that? I think we're in France.
Oh, so you think you can just roll into our territory without any consequences?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we have best army, most advanced weaponry, we hold the equivalent of Apple's global market share. We could literally buy you if we wanted to.
You're the best? You barely have any imperial territory.
Yeah.
Well, it's about high time that we fix that. Hand it over!
Never. If it's a war you won, it appears that the rivers were won red with the Archduke's blood.
Yeah.
Like hell, they will.
Yo, Austria, get off of Serbia's turf or you'll have your handed to you on a silver platter.
Is that before or after you pissed the night away with a gallon of vodka? This way.
Oh, that does it.
Oh, don't worry, Austria. This will be over real quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Serbia? Well, when I'm done with you, my mom's going to come pick me up and take me home.
Well, how can any of you have a war without me?
Shut up, France. You've been like third on the continent for like 5 years straight.
Really, Germany? Britain and I defeat you in the first and second Moroccan crises, and this is the respect I get. Speaking of which, where the hell could he possibly—
Boy, Germany! You can't expect France to go it alone without the backbone of the West.
Haha! Wait a minute. Come on, man. I have this one.
You know what? I'm just gonna stay neutral on this whole issue. Wait, no.
The hell out. Right, fellas, the rules are this. Number 1, no touching of the hair, face, or lower legs. That's it. Begin! Ah!
Hey friends, what a wonderful day in social democratic Russia!
Good house! Trotsky, we finally did it. We took over the government.
So what do we do now, my comrade?
Well, we carry on with the revolution, of course. We install a vanguardist government run by academic elites who work in the interests of the working class. Boom.
Ah, yes, and then we return power to the people.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
But shouldn't we dissolve the capitalist state and give the power to the people, like Marx said?
No. By consolidating my power, surely others will benefit. I also plan on adding some capitalistic elements to my NDP. I hope you don't mind.
So, we are replacing one capitalist tyranny with another capitalist tyranny, and we are calling that a communist state run by the people.
I don't like your tone, Leon.
Yourself!
Trotsky, you better get out. You all will embarrass yourself further. Make sure that door is closed, please. Now, Stalin, I want you to be in charge as soon as I'm gone. You seem a little bit too happy about this, but I'll continue. My advice for you, besides making sure that your mustache is on your face every morning, don't industrialize too quickly. Keep the interests of the lower people in your mind and respect their land. Also, feel free to add some capitalistic innovations as well, okay? Okay. By the way, I have cancer!
Well, it seems the reins have fallen to me now, so I will continue to honor your legacy. By doing absolutely nothing about it. I love the smell of burning kulak in the morning.
Glorious leader Joseph Stalin.
I can't believe Stalin abandoned everything that Lenin stood for. Agriculture was collectivied, industrialism was expedited, and I had negative money. Like, how does that even happen?
To the gulag.
No, don't do that. No, 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 no. Let go of me. Don't do that. Hey, I want to come back.
Well, as they say, another one bites the dust. I have most perfect of plan.
Ah, what a beautiful day in Mexico.
Not anymore.
All according to plan.
Prussia's crazy, Doc. Sorry, Germany, whatever.
Yes, Sean, Russia was intense. You see, Lenin traded out Marx's ideas for revolution by the workers for revolution carried out by a select few, or vanguard. He eventually abandoned other tenets of Marxism, and this allowed for a totalitarian dictator to rise up like Stalin, rather than a more truly Marxist like Trotsky. Stalin's reign was marked by economic failure, rapid industrialization, agricultural collectivization, 5-year plans, paranoia, and cruel and unusual punishments. Before the Cold War, though, Stalin and the USSR played a role in the biggest war of the century.
Great Emu War?
No, Sean. World War II. But before we explore that war, let's explore the period in between those wars and explore the rise of totalitarianism. Now, do you remember what happened at the end of World War I? Well, the Allies didn't necessarily stop there. After the war ended, they arranged a document called the Treaty of Versailles, which forced Germany to pay war reparations.
Not a good thing, huh?
Ha! Not for Germany.
Men, women, noblemen, workers, and youths of Germany. We must punish them. They try to wage war with us, and for that, we will crush them. Any alliance whose purpose is not to wage war is senseless and useless, and this alliance of the West is not senseless. They think they own us. They think that they know us. They think that they can beat us, but they are wrong. They are in every way wrong. I will build an army, build up the economy. I will build up the country to once again make Germany the greatest country in the world. This democracy that the Western peasants tried to install to Germany has failed us in every which way. They have sunk our country into an ocean of debt, and I am here to save you all from this crisis. Join the Allies. And rise against this petty government we call the Weimar Republic. I mean, the damn name even sounds pitiful. Pledge your undying allegiance to the Nazis, and we will bring unity and stability to the glorious fatherland. The Third Reich will prevail! Oh, who the hell are you? What's up? Who let you in? Klaus! Hi, Hitler.
What the hell is that? You know, that's actually kind of catchy. I'm gonna have to use that one for later. Thank you, youth, for your undying support for my speech. I appreciate it. You wouldn't happen to be a Jew, would you?
No, dude. I am a German Christian, I think.
Yes, Mr. Hitler, we're exactly that. Praise Jesus.
Just making sure. That my such a noble phrase is coming from a reliable source, such as yourself. Anyways, gentlemen, auf Wiedersehen.
Sean, this was Hitler, as you know, using fascism to rally his supporters and fellow countrymen to bring him and his Nazi party into power in Germany. Fascism was a political ideology which utilized extreme national pride and totalitarian rule. It was especially effective in Germany post-World War I because of the economic depression caused by the reparation payments that Germany was forced to pay to the Allies. The Nazi Party and Hitler promised the people of Germany economic stability and freedom from the oppression of the Western powers, and in turn, they would put them into power. Once in power, however, Hitler instituted many harsh tactics and ruled with severe anti-Semitic policies, which led to a time of extreme tension known as the Age of Anxiety before World War II erupted.
Yo, Doc. Hitler seemed like a pretty chill dude, though. I mean, like, why did everybody hate him?
He killed 6 million Jewish people. That's a pretty good reason to hate someone, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, but he seemed pretty chill. I still like him.
Wow, alright, let's fix that immediately. Well, here we are, 1991, the Soviet Union in its final days.
So, we're in Russia again? Thought they, had a fall or something.
Do you know who Gorbachev is? No, of course you don't.
Oh, he was the one that, he did the, Glasnost, free speech in Russia, and, Perestroika, the restructuring of the economy.
Wow, I'm impressed, Sean. In you, at least, looks like these lessons are paying off.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's all I know.
Nevertheless, pretty impressive for you. 1989 was a crucial year as the Iron Curtain at Russia's side started to fall and crumble. All of the Soviet Union's buffer states, to protect themselves from capitalism, were starting to adhere to it. Name a country around Russia's border.
Well, I'm pretty hungry.
Hungary, indeed, was one who revolted against Russia.
When did they invent Taco Bell?
The Solidarity re-emerged in Poland, and you also have the Germans fighting back. Interestingly enough, Romania was the only country to revolt with violence. Anyway, we could go all day, but unfortunately we don't have that time.
I'm pretty sure we have all the time in the world, Buck.
No, Sean. The test is only in a few hours. We need to get you home to...
Rest my brain? That's overrated.
Cram as much as you can. You are positively screwed.
Lenin, you've been dead for 70 years! You betrayed the communist movement by working within the limits of capitalism to reform society. What the hell's the matter with you? Isn't that what you did? With the NEP? Scary Bolsheviks.
Where was I? Oh yeah, when a communist man and a communist woman love each other very much and they drink a bottle of vodka...
Whoa, Dr. Buck, keep it G-rated here.
Well, I was just giving the history of Stalin, but I guess that's a lesson for another time. So there you have it, a short summary of the attempt at a coup d'etat that led to the end of the Soviet Union. This isn't the end of history, though. Plenty is still going on. The European Union has been shaping discussions on monetary and fiscal policy. Terrorism has been an imminent threat due to Middle Eastern alienation with Western policy. Immigration is on the rise. Terrorism has been an imminent threat. Electronic dance music has hijacked radio waves. Netflix has launched a streaming service. Terrorism has been an imminent threat. Terrorism, Sean. Terrorism. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
Oh, what are we doing back in your classroom, Dr. Buck? Boy, we need to study radical.
Approaching to give it your best, and you've got to reach your prime. That's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us a passage of time. We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Show a lot of things happening at once. Remind everyone of what's going on. And with every shot, show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long. That's called a montage. Girl, we want a montage. And anything if you want to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. Anything if you want to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Always fade out in a montage. If you fade out, it seems like more time has passed in a montage.
The shrink wrap from your Section 2 packet. Read the last statement. Look up when you've finished. You may open the orange booklet and exam and begin the 15-minute reading period. The reading period is now over. You have 1 hour and 15 minutes remaining to complete Section 2. You are advised to move on to the next question. Answer either question 2 or question 3.